Hello guys, welcome to episode 37, where we'll be solving 5 more SQL problems, this time from Amazon right here. So let's get started with problem number 1. We have to replace the letter A with the letter A. We have to find the lowercase and replace it with the uppercase in first name right here. So let's get started, write our select from here. And all we really have to do is replace this. We're going to use the replace function, which takes 3 arguments. First one is where are we looking? And we're going to be looking in the first name. Then what are we looking for? We're looking for the lowercase a. And then with what are we going to replace what we just found? And we want to replace it with the uppercase. We're going to call this replaced name or something. Now we're going to check the solution and there you go. Looks very stupid, but it doesn't matter. So not much of a recap here. We're looking for this letter, replacing it with this one in here, in the first name column. Problem number 2. We have to find information, probably the asterisk here, on employees who have their first name as Vipul, Satish, or last name contains letter C. So first name is either this or this one, and last name to contain letter C. Basically, we have 3 filters here. We're going to say select from worker, where, let's put our filters. First name, we're going to use the enumeration in function. We're going to say Vipul or Satish. Now, or last name contains the letter C anywhere. And we have to return probably everything. Let's check it out if this works. Everything seems to be fine right here. So quick recap. We want to find all the information, all of the rows where we have these 3 conditions here. There's this one. The name is either this or this, the first name. And here the last name to contain letter C anywhere in the name. Problem number 3, guys. We have to calculate the sales revenue for the year 2021. So this would be a filter here, and we have to calculate sales revenue. So probably the total sales for this 1 year. We're going to say select from Amazon sales, and we need a sum. So these are the sales. We just need the sum. Sum of total order, call it total sales. Now we just need to filter where. And the year here, it seems it's in this one, and it's a date time. And if we check it out, the format, I believe we have month, day, and then year. But we only care about year here. So we can simply use the write function. We're going to say write of order date. We only want these 4 characters right here. These 4 characters to be 2021. And that should be the final result. Total sales worth of 2.5k right here. So quick recap, we want to find the total sales. So we have to sum the order total for the entire table. And we have one filter where this date right here would be 2021. And the way we're doing it, if we look down here, we only want the right 4 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Problem number 4. Let's see what we have to do in this one. You've been asked by Amazon to find the shipment ID and weight of the third heaviest, right? This sounds like a filter, heaviest. We have to output shipment, total weight, 2 columns. And here, very important, in the event of a tie, do not skip ranks, which means we cannot use dense rank in this case. We have to use the rank. So we're going to be creating here a CTE table with CTE as... going to be opening it up, and here we will be ranking them. So first we have to show shipment ID, then the total weight. Now since a shipment ID, you see here we can see multiple. We have here and different types of weights. Probably we have to sum them up. So we are going to sum the weight for every shipment ID. So for every, let's finish this one, group by shipment ID. We have finished our for every statement. We're going to say sum weight. We're going to call it total weight. Now we want to rank. We're going to use the rank function over ordering by sum of weight descending, and we're going to name this one R and K. this part here, it's done. Now we only have to select. We're going to select the shipment ID and total weight from CTE where RNK equals 3, because here it says the third heaviest shipment. That's why we are using RNK equals 3. And because we are ordering descending right here, the first one is going to be the heaviest, second one, second most heavy, and so on. So let's check if this works. And everything seems to be fine. So quick recap. In this table right here, we are ordering all of the shipments. That's why we say here for every shipment, calculate the total weight. And then we want to rank them based on this total weight in descending. So from the top, from the heaviest to the lightest. And down here, we just want to select this column and this one. We do not care about RNK right here. And as a filter, we only want to see the third heaviest. That would mean rank equals 3. Okay guys, problem number 5. We have to find Amazon's information technology department. This could be a filter, information technology department. Information on most recent login. Most recent login. That sounds like a time, and we have to find the maximum value of this time right here. The output should include all information. We have to do the asterisk related to each employee most recent login. So let's try to figure if there's a filter on department and then this most recent login. Looking at the columns here, there is nothing to do with department here. So probably that one is not a filter. Now if we want to think about the most recent login, it's probably this one right here. We have to find the maximum value of login timestamp for each worker ID, but not only that, we have to show the exact row. That is kind of the issue here, because one worker could have multiple logins, which means, so one row is one login. And if we just show the maximum of this, it's not necessarily going to be the correct row. We have to show the row where this value is the maximum. So actually we have to rank them descending based on the value for each worker and then choose the number 1. So we're going to say with CTE as, and now we're going to rank them. We're going to select everything and we're going to add one more column. We're going to add the rank. We're going to do it over, and now we have to do for every worker. So we're going to say partition by worker ID, and then one. So we have to order by the login timestamp in descending order. We're going to rename this to RNK from worker logins. And now we're done with that. And here, sadly, because we don't want to show the rank, we have to write all of the columns manually. Let's take here from where RNK equals 1. And now we have to write all of these. So we're going to say ID, worker ID, login, timestamp, IP, address, country, region, city, device type. Because we don't want to show this one. So this should be the final solution. Let's check it out. Well, it seems to be wrong. But even on the official solution, all of the rows are red, which doesn't really make sense. But let's just compare it right here. Or actually, let's look right here. You see? This one, this one. Let's see if it's the same. 2011, A58. Everything seems to be fine. The only difference I can see is that they are adding the seconds here. What's the point? Because in here, the original one just has minutes. And since the original data has minutes, probably all of the seconds are 0, as we can see everything else has 0 here. Now if we check their solution here, it seems that they manually formatted the timestamp to add the seconds in here. That doesn't really make sense. I don't understand why they're doing that. Basically they're just adding 0 to everything else, but everything else is the same as our solution. We don't even do that because it's going to add 0 anyway. What's the point? So I'm just going to copy this because I don't want to write everything else. And I'm going to run their solution just because they want to do this one here anyway. Weird. So what is happening here? This looks kind of messy. It's a bit different than ours, just that they use a subquery here and we were using a CTE table. So what's going on here? Let me separate this a little bit like this, right? So here we are selecting everything, but with this one, we want to format it. I mean, they want to format it. I wouldn't want to format myself. And they are simply adding the seconds as well, which they are not in the original dataset. But since they don't exist in the original dataset, you're simply adding 0, 0 to every row, which makes no sense. It's useless. That's my opinion. Then down here, we are selecting from this subquery right here. This is a subquery. We are ranking for every worker. We want to show the timestamp descending from the highest, which would mean more recent, to the least recent. And then down here, we simply want the top position, which would be the most recent login date. And we want to return the entire row, not just the date itself. And lastly, they have this one, the order by. Maybe that's why actually they ordered them ascending. Was that in the statement? No. What? Why are they ordering them here? Anyway, this is kind of messy. It's a nice exercise, but it's a bit messy. They ordered them, but here there's no, they don't even mention it. So that was it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed these types of problems, I encourage you to join the StrataScratch community. Consider using the affiliate link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.